Hey everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, Ella Sukup, thank you for the thumbs up, and Annabelle Abruzzo, I see you there. So you can hear me, this is good. In the office here after a great Easter weekend. How about that weather yesterday? Oh my goodness, I was outside, I did a bike ride with my wife in the morning, played some pickleball with the in-laws in the afternoon. It was gorgeous. Today, not as good, but you know what? We're here. It's mental skills session number 4. Today, we're going to be talking about physical relaxation. And I think you're going to enjoy this session because we're going to spend quite a bit of the session tonight actually doing some physical relaxation exercises. We're going to do some breathing techniques, and we're going to do some conscious muscle relaxation that I swear you're going to feel like $1,000,000 by 5:30. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that I will be asking for some participation today before we get there. So I hope that you're willing to pop off of the mute and share your experience with us. Okay, so let's hop into the session. So physical relaxation is our theme today. Things that we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about elite athletes and the important skill of relaxed intensity. We'll define what physical relaxation is. I'll remind you how you can use imagery and self-talk as physical relaxation tools. These are a couple topics from previous sessions. I'll talk briefly, breath is in my mind right now. We'll talk briefly about how breathing impacts muscle performance. And then we're going to practice some power breathing, and we're going to practice some conscious muscle relaxation. Okay, so I want to share this quick clip of Kobe Bryant talking about what it's like for him being in the zone. So basically, my hope for all of you is that by doing these mental skills sessions, you have more experiences of performing in the zone. Performing in the zone is like when everything is clicking, everything is going right, and it feels effortless. And hopefully you've had experiences like that, but probably it doesn't happen very often. I want this to happen more often for you. And I want you to just hear from Kobe Bryant what it feels like being in the zone. Oops.
Get in that zone is just a supreme confidence that you know it's going in. It's not a matter of if or this, that, it's going in. Things just slow down. You know, everything slows down. You just have supreme confidence. But when that happens, you really do not try to focus on what's going on because you can lose it in a second. Everything becomes one noise. It's not. You don't hear this or that. Everything's just one noise. And you gotta pay attention to one or the other. You just stay right there. You have to really try to stay in the present, not let anything break that rhythm. Again, it's on. You just kind of stay there. You become oblivious to everything that's going on. You don't think about your surroundings or what's going on with the crowd or the team. Think about your surroundings or what's going on with the crowd or the team. You're kind of locked in, and so I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to stop it there. Again, hopefully everybody has experienced at some point or another, maybe in a really intense game, where things just were clicking, where you were in the zone. And it's probably unique to every individual and what that feels like. But I think the common thread, as explained a little bit by Kobe Bryant there, is that like everything kind of disappears beyond what's happening. There's no distractions. He said everything just becomes kind of one noise. There's nothing going on except you're just supremely focused on what's happening. So, and he also said it can disappear in a moment. Well, the reason I want to share that with you today is because I think that you cannot experience that if you don't have the right level of relaxation. And so, um, these techniques that we're going to learn are going to be helpful to help you get in the right physical place to be in a position where you can hopefully be entering the zone. Not every time, that's probably unrealistic, but more often than you currently are. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about stress and anxiety. There's a couple different types of stress that we experience as athletes or just as people living in this world. One is the mental anxiety or cognitive anxiety. These are the thoughts like you think of just, oh, I'm worried about my test tomorrow or this big game we have coming up, or I'm worried that, I'm not going to play a whole lot in my upcoming game, or that, whatever it is. These are the thoughts that we have that we carry as stress. And then we have the physical stress. Physical stress is muscular tension. It might be butterflies in your stomach, or any sort of tightness or nervous feeling in your body. That's physical anxiety. And the two are interrelated so deeply. So, for example, if you start feeling butterflies in your stomach, your mind is going to pick up on that feeling in your stomach, and it's going to start thinking, uh-oh, or potentially you're going to start thinking, uh-oh, I don't feel good about this. I'm anxious. And then your mind is going to start running with that stress and anxiety and taking you places you don't want to go. Likewise, if you start thinking, uh-oh, I'm worried about this game, or I'm worried about this opponent, I feel like, we're not going to be able to beat these guys, or those girls look really big, I'm nervous. Then all of a sudden, when you start thinking those thoughts, then your body is going to tense up, and you're not going to be as relaxed as you need to be to perform at your best. So that's why if you can relax your body, it should also relax your mind. And you're going to be able to think more clearly, and you're going to be able to focus easier on what you need to do. So, physical relaxation, as a definition, is about willfully controlling bodily functions, such as muscular tension, breathing, and heart rate, to induce a more relaxed physical state of being. And there's many times you might use physical relaxation. I'm just going to kind of run through these quickly. Just the main message here is there's lots of different times that you would use some physical relaxation techniques. So maybe right before you're about to take a corner kick or a free kick or a PK, we're going to practice that power breath today. Maybe you've seen Cristiano Ronaldo do it. Right before he takes a free kick, he always does the same thing. He stands back, he pulls his shoulders back, and he takes a power breath right before he goes and executes a free kick. We're going to practice that today. During halftime, that's a time where you need to be recovering. So that's a great time to use some physical relaxation techniques. Maybe it's leading up to a big, important event. I know a lot of people get nervous and anxious in the hours leading up to big games. So that might be a time where you'd use some physical relaxation techniques. To rest and recover while traveling from one competition or one game to another. A lot of times we have multiple games in the same day. And so you need to take that time between games to make sure you're recovering so you're ready to play the next one. At nighttime, I know for some people, including myself, we get those racing thoughts at nighttime, lying in bed, thinking about the day or the game ahead. So it's important to get restful sleep so we can use some physical relaxation techniques then. And additionally, actually, while you're competing, while you're running around, it's important to relax enough to breathe properly so that your muscles are able to perform for you. Okay, so I want you to hop in. Got to hear from you. It can't just be me talking. It's no fun. I'm boring. I know we need to get some other people in there. Okay, so I want to see if some people will share, when do you get anxious? Is it the night before? Is it right before the game? Is it like hours before the game when you wake up and you know you have a big game? Who's willing to pop in and share with us your personal experience of when you get most nervous or anxious before games? Anybody willing to pop in? Don't all pop in at once now. It gets hectic. It's chaotic.
I get anxious on the car ride to the game. Like when I'm driving to the game, that's when I start to get like the racing thoughts and get anxious. So
Okay. Thanks for sharing, Maggie. In the car ride. Okay, I think that's probably a common one. Anybody else? I know for me, I was a night before guy, wanted to think through everything that was going to happen in the game and go through all the different scenarios in my mind of what could have gone wrong. I was a night before guy. Anybody else want to share? Okay, well, I'll keep talking, but pop in if you want to share. I know some people, it's like right before the whistle for kickoff, maybe like everything's fine, but then it's like when they step on that field and things are about to start, they get a sudden rush of anxiety or stress. Everybody's different, but the important thing for you is to think about those moments that you do get most stressed and to try to think about using your physical relaxation techniques that we're going to pick up this evening in those moments. So for Maggie, now you've identified that in the car is probably your most stressful time for you. So that would be the ideal time to go, okay, I know I'm going to be in the car, but I'm prepared. After this session, you'll be a little bit more prepared for, okay, but I'm going to do a little bit of breathing. I'm going to do a little bit of muscle control, relaxation, and then that should help manage that stress for you. Okay, so there's lots of different methods of physical relaxation. Imagery is one. If you were in or you watched the imagery or the visualization session, that can be a method of physical relaxation just merely by spending a little bit of time closing your eyes, watching yourself doing good things, either remembering good things that you've done or imagining the good things that you're going to do in the game can be a way to calm you down, because a lot of times the anxious thoughts or feelings come from what we expect to go poorly or not wanting to do bad things. But if you just replace those with positive images of yourself doing good things, that can be a way to physically relax as well. Also, self-talk, P3 thinking, telling yourself, hey, you got this. Don't worry. You're going to do great. You're going to make an impact on the game today. Just telling yourself positive things that you feel ready. Remember, we want to frame our thoughts in a positive way. So if we're feeling a little bit anxious, we can say, hey, this is good. It means that I'm ready. It means that I care about my performance. And then we're going to practice a couple. We're going to practice some power breathing, and we're going to practice some conscious muscle control. I found this clip from Novak Djokovic. I'm kind of a tennis fan. I played some tennis in high school, and so I like to watch Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, some of those big events. And this is a clip I found of Mr. Djokovic, who won the Wimbledon final against Federer. And I think he dropped a big set, like the fifth set or something like that. And he talks about how he used self-talk to calm himself down and get back and be prepared to keep playing well. And he ended up winning the match. So this is a little clip from him.
Novak, congratulations. Before this match was played, you were honest about the disappointments of the last three slams.
Just going to fast forward a little bit.
Is Roger Federer, why is a 17 Grand Slam champion, 17-time Grand Slam champion? He comes up with the goods when he needs to assert an ace on the match point, and nerves are still really. When I lost the fourth, obviously, the momentum shifted on his side, and I just needed to refocus and find the right purpose, find that inner strength, that last drop of energy and inspiration, and just trying to be in the present moment, be aware of the occasion, be aware where I am and playing fifth set of the Wimbledon. You never know what's going to happen next year, so that's something that gave me strength. I went to the restroom after dropping the fourth set, and chat to myself. I was loud to myself saying, believe in yourself. Just, it's not a cliche, it really works. Even when you don't feel it at times to say some positive things to yourself, that's exactly when you should do it. And I'm not here to preach about right and wise things, but just worked for me, and I'm playing.
Okay, so even Djokovic, even one of the best tennis players in the world, had to have a talk with himself in the bathroom during Wimbledon and say, believe in yourself. You can do this. And I think the important thing, or what I really like to pick out about that, is that even when you don't feel that way, that's probably the most important time to say it. So when you are feeling a bit stressed or you are feeling a bit anxious, that's the most important time to say, hey, breathe and relax. I feel loose and energized. I'm ready. I feel calm. I got this. Okay, so briefly today, also want to explain that breathing has an impact on performance because your muscles depend on oxygen to perform. So more oxygen in your bloodstream is going to equal better performing muscles. Your muscles need the food that you eat, which gets converted to glucose and carried to your muscles. And they also need the oxygen that your lungs breathe in and is delivered to your heart and then is pumped out to your muscles in order to perform. So if you're not breathing well, you're not going to be performing as well as you possibly could. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of breathing awareness and the power breathing here. So what I'd like you to do is, if you can, I want you to go ahead and lie down on the floor. If you do not have the space to lie down on the floor, no problem. If you're seated, it's going to work almost just as well. So no problem. You can either do it seated, or if you do have some space, I'd invite you to just lie down on the floor. We're going to get into our breathing and our muscle relaxation portion of the session today. Okay, so there's not going to be any more real learning. You're just going to be practicing. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds to get comfortable, either seated or lying down on the floor. Okay, so now I want you to place one hand on your abdomen. Your abdomen is the spot just above your belly button, below your rib cage, and the other hand on your chest. Okay, and just breathe normally for a minute. And just notice how you're breathing. Which hand rises the most as you inhale? Is it the one on your chest or is it the one on your abdomen? If the hand on your abdomen is the one moving the most, you're on your way to power breathing. If your chest moves the most, your breathing is a bit shallow and needs to be deepened. Okay, so now we're going to work on deepening that breath and breathing more from your abdomen. Okay, so now I want you to breathe through your nose and focus on your breathing. And see if you can place your hand on the spot that seems to rise and fall the most as you inhale and exhale. And hopefully that's on your abdomen now. Now go ahead and place both hands on your abdomen and follow your breathing and focus on how your abdomen rises with each inhalation and falls with each exhalation. To enhance your power breathing, press your hand down on your abdomen as you exhale and let your abdomen push your hand back up as you inhale deeply. Do this a few times to feel the breathing technique, and then just allow your hands to ride softly on your abdomen. Okay, next, we're going to practice the power breath. Okay, the power breath can be used, like I mentioned, right before you do a free kick or a corner kick or a penalty kick, or even a throw in or a goal kick if you're a goalkeeper, or a punt. It's something just to prepare your body to let go of any physical stress that you're holding on to, let it go so that your body is ready to perform optimally in the next couple of seconds. So the power breath, the way it works, if you've seen Cristiano Ronaldo, you've got an image in your mind. It's going to be a big breath, all the breath you can take in, and then you're going to blow it out. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit more, and then I want you to practice a few times. So you're going to inhale through your nose slowly and fill your lungs as completely as possible. Try to make it a deep breath with no shoulder or chest movement, so it's all in your abdomen. And then you're going to exhale through your nose and mouth, feeling relaxed, loose, and ready. Okay, ready? Give it a try a few times. I want you to breathe in through your nose deeply. Fill your abdomen and then out through your nose and your mouth. There should be a whoosh sound as you breathe out through your nose and your mouth. Okay, do it a couple more times. In through your nose. Big breath and then blow it out. Okay, feel free to use that. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's scored a lot of free kicks. So we like to steal. I like to steal from the best, and I would encourage you to steal as well. It's something that's effective because it's going to relax your body. Okay, next, we're going to do some conscious muscle relaxation. So again, if you can be lying down, that's going to be ideal. But if you don't have the space to do that and you just want to be seated, that's going to work just fine too. Okay, so the way this is going to work, we're going to go through 2 cycles. And for those who are able, I think we're going to end up going a little past 5:30 because I want to get 2 cycles of this in. And if you have to go at 5:30, no problem. You'll just get what you get. But if you can stay a little bit longer, I think based on where we're at, we're going to go a little bit long today. So I'm going to walk you through everything, and you're going to be tightening different muscles and then relaxing them. So for the first cycle, you're going to tense a muscle for 5 to 7 seconds and then relax it for 25 seconds. In the second cycle, you're going to tense it for 5 to 7 seconds and then relax it for 50 seconds. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm operating off of a script here. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. Sit or lie in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a long, slow, deep breath through your nose, inhaling as much air as possible. Then exhale slowly and completely, feeling the tension leave your body as you exhale. Continue to inhale and exhale slowly and deeply, letting the day's tensions and problems drain out of you with each exhalation. As you are breathing deeply and rhythmically, focus on my voice and follow my instructions. Try not to move any more than necessary to stay comfortable. We'll start the exercise by tensing the muscles in your right leg. To do this, when I say go, lift your leg slightly, curl your toes down, and tense your muscles hard. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Concentrate on the feeling of relaxation now in your right leg and contrast that feeling to the previous feeling of tension. Feel the back of your right leg melt into the floor. Make your toes feel like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next, you're going to tense your left leg when I say go. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Now feel the back of your left leg melt into the floor and see if you can make your toes just go completely limp like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next you're going to do your trunk or your stomach and your chest and back area. So you're going to pull your shoulders back and together, make your stomach hard like you're about to be hitting the stomach. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel your shoulders drop. And if you're lying down, feel your back just sink into the floor. Keep breathing through your nose, deeply and rhythmically. Okay, next you're going to do your right arm. So to tense, you're going to bend your arm slightly at the elbow, make a tight fist, and press down and in with your bicep muscle. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips. And let your fingers go completely limp like cooked spaghetti. Okay, next you're gonna do your left arm. So same as your right arm. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips. Next, you're gonna do your neck. So to tense your neck, you're gonna pull your chin down to touch your chest while at the same time resisting. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the rubber bands running through your neck go loose and limp. Okay, next you're gonna do your face. Okay, you're gonna tense your face by raising your eyebrows, squinting your eyes, biting down hard, and making a really ugly face. Don't worry, I'm not looking. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Drop your jaw. Feel your forehead sag. And let your mouth go limp. Okay, so we're gonna repeat this, but now the um, the relaxation time is gonna be doubled. So we were just tensing for about 5 or 6 seconds and relaxing for 25 seconds. This time we're gonna tense for the same amount of time, but the relaxation time is gonna be 50 seconds. So there will be a little bit more time in between the tensing. Just remember to keep breathing through your nose, deeply into your abdomen, and I won't say too much during that time, so just enjoy the relaxation feeling. Okay, we're gonna start again with your right leg. If you have to go, it's almost 5:30, so feel free to go. But if you want to stick around for the next cycle, I would invite you to do that. Okay, so we're gonna start with the right leg again. You're gonna lift your legs slightly, curl your toes down, and tense your muscles hard. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the back of your leg melt into the floor if you're lying down, and see if you can just let even your toes go limp. Just completely relax that right leg. There's no tension in there at all. Okay, next you're gonna do your left leg. You're gonna lift it slightly, curl your toes down, and tense the muscles hard in your left leg. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension just flow out your leg, out your toes. Let that left leg just be completely limp. Okay, next you're gonna do your stomach, shoulders, and back. So to do this, you're gonna pull your shoulders back and together and make your stomach hard like you're about to be hitting the stomach. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel your shoulders drop. And if you're lying down, feel your back just sink into the floor. Be completely supported by the floor beneath you or in your chair. Just let your shoulders drop away from your neck and head. Keep breathing. And if any thoughts are coming in your mind, you can also just try to let those go. You don't need to worry about anything right now. You can worry about it later, I promise. You'll have plenty of time tonight to think about all the stuff you have to do tomorrow. But tonight, for right now, just focus on this. Okay, next you're going to do your right arm. So you can bend your arm slightly at your elbow, make a tight fist, and press down and in with your bicep. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your arm and out your fingertips. Let even your fingers just go completely limp. Okay, next you're gonna do the same with your left arm. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Let the tension flow down your left arm now and out your fingertips. Let all that tension go. Okay, next you're going to do your neck. To do your neck, you're going to pull your chin down to touch your chest while at the same time resisting. Okay, ready? Tense. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Feel the rubber bands running through your neck. Loosen and go limp. Okay, and then the last one here, we're gonna do our face again. So you're gonna raise your eyebrows, squint your eyes, bite down hard, and make a really ugly face. Promise I'm not looking. Ready, tense, hold it, hold it, relax. Drop your jaw, feel your forehead sag, and let your mouth go limp. Okay, at this point, I want you to scan your bodies for any additional tension and see if you can let it go. So anywhere in your body, if you notice that there's any spots of tension, just notice that and then see if you can just let it go. Okay, now focus on the relaxed state of your muscles. And each time you exhale, repeat the word relax. Okay, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes just to relax fully. Keep breathing deeply with your abdomen, in your nose and out through your nose. Okay, now that you've enjoyed your deep relaxation state, it's time to return to your day. So to begin to move your arms and legs, and when you're ready, open your eyes to feel the alertness flowing back into your body. Okay, so the reason why we did the tense and release method is that the book recommends doing the tense and release method first if you've never done this type of thing before. But now that you have a little bit of experience with it, you're more prepared to do just a release only method. So um, again, the purpose of this was just to gain a little bit more awareness of your body and maybe where you tend to hold tension in your body. And now you're better prepared to be able to scan your own body and just go through a release only method where you would just go through the different muscle groups and look to release any tension. So there's a guideline in the a PDF that I attached to the email sent out this morning that can help guide you through this if it's something you want to try again. But hopefully this prepares you a little bit more. Okay, so some take-home messages. Elite athletes can engage in fluid loose performance or in the zone because they have mastered the important skill of relaxed intensity, where they're completely focused on what's happening, but they're not carrying anxiety or stress. Just a reminder that physical relaxation refers to willfully controlling bodily functions such as muscular tension, breathing, and heart rate to induce a more relaxed physical state of being. Also a reminder that imagery and self-talk are mind-body techniques that can program the brain to induce a relaxation response in the body. Remember that physical stress and mental stress are deeply connected. So if you can calm your body or you can calm your mind, it's going to have an effect on the other. Improper breathing contributes to tension, anxiety, and fatigue from a shortage of oxygen in the bloodstream. So that's why we want to breathe deeply through our abdomen. And lastly, you can use breathing techniques and muscle relaxation techniques to stay focused but loose, and for a lot of other ways to help you recover and help you get maybe a good night's sleep the night before, or to manage the stress and anxiety that you feel. Okay, so that's all we have for today. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions, or if you've had enough for the day, we'll see you again. So I'll just stay on for a few more minutes if there are any questions, but thank you all for coming. Have a good night.